mentor and foresight mindset, shaping your future, leadership and life coach, and also a motivational speaker. My goal as a speaker is to help people on how they can move from where they are to wherever they want to be with clarity, whatever that point may be. And today I'll be speaking to us on a topic which I've captioned from motivation to movement. And before I dive deep into today's message, I just want to remind you, if you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like and share this message with your friends, and especially those who might benefit from this message. And I want to begin by saying this. As an author and speaker, I speak to a lot of people from different backgrounds, and I continue to help people on how they can move from where they are to wherever they want to be with clarity, whatever that point may be. And I've been doing this since 2021. It is an amazing privilege to do so, and there is nothing else I would rather be doing. But through my conversations, the conversations that I've had with people that I've met, I've noticed that most people don't take action. And it's not that they are not well informed. These are the people who greedily absorb knowledge. They listen to podcasts, they read books, but yet they are stagnant. And I want to communicate this to you today, that the goal of knowledge is not to recall. The goal of knowledge is transformation. And the real transformation takes place when you are able to break down knowledge into two columns. What is it that you must start doing, and what is it that you must stop doing? You can know too much and suffer in action because you are not clear about what you know. And most people are trapped in that. They know too much. They greedily absorb knowledge, and yet they suffer in action. But again, so how do you move from motivation to movement? How do you get through stagnation when you have all this knowledge, when you have all this information, and yet you still remain stagnant? How do you do that? How do you take charge of your life and stop being a motivational junkie? Key number one, understand that you are a product of your thinking. Every condition and circumstance that you are currently experiencing is a product of your thinking. Every action you take, even before you take that action, you either succeed or fail in your mind. So you are a product of your thinking. Great minds in history, philosophers, prophets, scientists, they disagreed on many things, but agreed on this one thing: you become what you think about. So regardless of the knowledge that you are absorbing, regardless of the motivation, or listening to me right now, if you listen to me right now and yet you have not made up your mind to take the necessary action so you can become the person you have envisioned it to be, you are going to remain stagnant. Because no matter what you do in your life, you are a product of your thinking. Life does not start with action. Life starts with your thinking. Your thinking shapes your reality. Your thinking shapes the direction of your reality. Your thinking shapes the quality of your life. So train yourself, train your mind, and begin to think positively about yourself. Train your subconscious mind to begin to think positively about yourself, because it's how you think that is going to shape the direction of your reality. It's how you think that is going to propel you to take the necessary steps to begin changing your life. So that's key number one on how you can begin to move from being a motivation junkie to a movement to begin transforming your life and seeing the growth that you have always desired. Key number two, don't let material things define your life. Most people are trapped by the things that they have. Most people are trapped by what they have. They have allowed the things that they have, the cars that they drive, the things that they wear, to shape their identity. And this is what happens, ladies and gentlemen, when you allow the things that you have to shape your identity, you end up losing yourself when you lose those things. When you allow the things that you have, when you allow material things to begin to shape your identity and to believe that those things shapes who you are or identify who you are, you end up losing yourself when you lose those things. So don't allow material things to define your life. Don't live your life outside in. Begin to live your life inside out as opposed to outside in. When you live your life outside in as opposed to inside out, you disempower your own self. You weaken your own self. When I say begin living life inside out as opposed to outside in, what I mean is that you have to be grounded by your purpose, by your vision, by your decision making, by your purpose, rather than the material things that you are surrounded with. Because you might end up losing those things. And the chances are, if you lose those things, you are going to end up losing yourself. So take care of your mind. Don't be trapped by the things that you can buy with money. Be trapped or be grounded by your purpose, your vision, and your decision making. Don't let the things that you have to shape who you are. Don't allow the things that you have to shape your identity, to allow to define who you are in the society. I believe I'm communicating and I'm helping you on how you can begin to move from motivation to movement. So today I'm going to end with these two keys. Like I said, key number one, you are a product of your thinking. Key number two, don't let material things define or shape who you are. Because when you lose those things, the chances are you are going to end up losing yourself. Miles Moore is asking, what about other people getting ahead in life? Miles, I don't think your question is complete though. What about other people getting ahead in life? In which category? Because the difference, this is what I always tell people, the difference between here and there is T. And that T is time. So you got time to be where you are as long as you are alive. Okay, you say buying cars, etc. That shouldn't define who you are in the society. Okay, Miles Moyo, the people who are ahead, or those who are buying cars, a car is not a proof that you are successful. There's so much more that you can become. There's so much more that defines success in life. So if you define success by the car you drive, what if they come bragging to you? That shouldn't move you. If you are moved by the fact that someone is bragging with their cars, that shouldn't change you. Everything that impacts on you and change who you are is stronger than you are. Miles Moyer, do you hear me? Everything that impacts on you and it changes who you are, it means that thing is stronger than you. So if a car changes who you are, if a car changes how you feel and you think about yourself, that means that car is stronger than you. And it shouldn't be like that. You have to be stronger. You have to be able to define your limits and to define the value, the things that you place value in life. So if a car changes who you are, if someone brags at you because they are driving a nice car, man, then there's something that is you have to work on in your mind. Don't let cars define who you are. So how do you become stronger? I believe this is interesting. My smile, I believe you become stronger by finding your purpose in life, by finding your vision in life. You know, I was in that same place, man, where I was moved by what I wear. But this doesn't define who I am. The car I drive doesn't define who I am. It's how I think. It's how I carry myself. It's by identifying my purpose in life that it defines who I am. I don't know if that answers your question, Miles Moyo. Okay, guys. I ended this talk long time ago, and I'll just trying. What is your purpose and vision in life? My vision is to at least help 80 million people to find their purpose, regardless of their circumstances, regardless of their setbacks, hardships, and challenges. I want to at least raise 8 million people who are going to be called detourists, people who are going to exchange their time and resources with the concept of detours, people who are going to find meaning and purpose through their difficulties, hardships, and challenges. That's my vision in life, man. That's my purpose. Everything I do every single day when I wake up is guiding me to fulfill this purpose and to fulfill this mission. Does that answer your question, Miles Moyo? Where are you from? Where are you messaging me from, Miles? Okay, guys. I think Miles is out. Miles, message me on Instagram. My username is Namon Abe Andrea. Message me on Instagram. My username is Namon Abe Andrea, or on Facebook. The same username on this channel, on this YouTube channel, is the same username on all my social media platforms. Let's continue this conversation there. I have to go. Okay, guys, if this message inspired you, don't forget to like and share it with your friends, especially those who are going to need it or benefit from the tools or the ideas that I shared in this message. So, ladies and gentlemen, with that, I come to the end of this talk. Remain ever blessed, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow, same time, same place. Remain ever blessed. Miles Moyo, let's continue the conversation on my social media platforms. Message me there.